Yeah, it looks to me like nobody wants to have the talk. Nobody wants to have the talk. Topic does get brought up, but nobody shows up and wants to have this as a discussion. Shit kind of crazy, man. Y'all have an opportunity to start a space about it, but nobody's talking about it. Now, I don't know if I can just go up here and start looking up spaces to join in. I don't know. More. Go to at spaces. Nah. I don't know how to do that here. I also don't like jumping in other people's spaces as well. Yeah, because whenever they have their rules set up and I start talking about something pretty controversial, all of a sudden these niggas want to play the role of, let me go ahead and kick him out. Nah, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Because when you come to my space, there are no rules. Anything goes, just so as long as you get your damn point across. Everyone let each other speak, get your point across, and do what needs to be done. Grown as men, and while we have to deal with you, retarded as women for the internet, you're grown as women. I expect you to always act out of control. Whenever it gets into a time when when women act up, I expect it, bro. I expect it. Women don't know how to get right. You just don't know how to get right. Now, let me go to my YouTube studio, or do I go to my channel? I think I go to my channel. YouTube studio, or do I go to my channel? Okay, let me go ahead and mute that. Sounds like I can hear myself pretty clear. That's good. It's really good. Let me go on ahead and go to intermission. Go. Turn the light on right quick so people could see me. The next thing I want to do is let me see. How's my bit rate looking? Let me see if I'm getting drop frames. No drop frames. Looking good, bro. Looking good. Proud to see it. Yeah. You know, it was high time that I brought this up as a topic, and people have an opportunity to show up and challenge me if they wanted to, but they don't want to show up. They do not want to show up, bro. Even if I paid you niggas to come up here and challenge me on this topic, you won't do it. You couldn't. Not to save your life. There's a bunch of people pretending to be lawyers over the internet. Way too many of you niggas have access to the internet, and I think the majority of you should be banned. I'm kind of on the fence of the idea of the government censoring you. Because to be honest, some censorship is applicable. Like it must apply to a lot of you who have way too much of a voice over the internet. The only problem I have with that is that our government is corrupt Democrats. No, I need things to be censored all across the board. Fuck that shit. Yes, sir. Now, information, I don't want to be censored. Any form of information, I don't want censored. But everybody speaking all at once? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. First of all, nobody cares about your little podcast makeshift show. Nobody cares about your little idea that you came across because you saw someone else doing it. Nigga, you didn't originate this shit. Nobody knows what the fuck you're talking about, and no one cares what the hell you're talking about. You don't even care what you're talking about. And you come online hoping that everyone else should. Your family don't listen to you. Your neighborhood don't listen to you. The fuck the fuck these niggas mean, bro? What the fuck do you niggas mean? It is really difficult for me to find any black creator that makes content and then want to follow said content. It's very difficult for me to do that, bro. Not a lot of people is really talking about it because there's not that much evidence or contribution given. This man, Dr. Disrespect, is by far the biggest name on the platform. And no, he will definitely not get an unsubscribe from me. Ever. Ain't gonna happen. See what Mark Dice is discussing right now. Apparently he's more focused on all the other stuff, which is government matters. Mark Dice he got his mind on elsewhere. Well, Jesse Lee Peterson. It's my boy. Jordan Peterson gives advice on dropping porn. I hear you, but isn't Jordan Peterson a liberal? I'm just saying. I don't know if I should listen to what the hell this nigga has to say or offer. Juneteenth mass shooting. Yeah, because niggas on Twitter talking about some white people need to celebrate Juneteenth alongside of them. That's how they celebrate Juneteenth. They're shooting at each other. Do I pray for these people? No, you're not worth a prayer. That would be a waste of time and a waste of breath and energy. Hell no, you're not going to get no prayer from me. You deserve exactly what happened to you. That is not my problem. Why the hell do you think I should care about what the hell happened with you? Now, I haven't seen Redacted in a while. Jeez, I haven't seen you guys talk about much of anything. Hang on, what is boofing and why are you paying for it? What the fuck is boofing? I don't think I want to see it because there's ass on the screen, and based off of what I witnessed on Twitter/X, there's too much ass on that platform. You know when you see a bunch of porn stars just making content about themselves, you get desensitized to it. A nigga don't even get horny no more after seeing such a thing, and it's all over the place. It's like, okay, yeah, it's just your common everyday naked bitch doing the same shit you seen the last bitch doing. The last 1 millionth bitch It's like y'all niggas never heard of a nude body and you just surprised that you got one, so you're ecstatic to show it. Guys, I'm naked. Look at me, be free. What the fuck's wrong with you niggas, bro? What is wrong with you niggas? I must remember that I must like my own content too. I need to break the habit of not liking my own shit. If I don't like my own shit, nobody else is. So, I'm going to go to YouTube again, home screen, just to see what the hell's happening. Anna Kasparian stunned as Tucker Carlson drops nukes on Ben Shapiro. Let's see what happened here.
He's not the kind of politician that I would typically support, but he does appear to be incredibly principled when it comes to the issue of foreign aid to various countries, including Israel. And he consistently voted against offering Israel more military aid during this current war. And that led to a lot of attacks against him, but he persisted. And again, I give him credit for that.
Yesterday, we did a video of Ben Shapiro panicking because of what Thomas Massie said. I'm going to disagree with on the whole thing, but I would
shout out to Justin Reloaded too, by the way. Y'all can feel free to check out the brother and tell him I sent you.
There's like extreme hatred for Ben Shapiro's favorite people now, and I don't think that's fair. You know, U.S. president, he's one of the.
I just want to hear what happened, so I'm just gonna go to the point.
That basically represents Israel. How much sway they have over Republican politicians in particular. Now, Thomas Massie experienced quite a bit firsthand, and I think the insight that he provided.
They have quite a bit of sway over Republican politicians, especially Democrats. Israel, or Israelis, they specifically vote Democrat. I shit you not. They live in Democrat states, cities, towns. They're all over the place, and they specifically vote Democrat. Don't be surprised whenever you see that shield of David being worn as a necklace through your, I guess, your most well-known Democrat. I don't know what you would like to call them. Maybe your favorite, maybe your well-known Democrat individual. I don't know. But yeah, shout out to this Justin Reloaded guy. What I was looking up though is if anybody's talking about Doc here on this here. Oh, Asmongold Clips. Okay, let's see what he has to say about it.
Did you see LSF with the Twitch workers saying there are many more? Dr. Stripson, most people have no idea how bad things are behind the scenes at Twitch. What is this here? How bad things were behind the scenes at Twitch. I literally worked in a department that had access to most data information. I saw private whispers, etc. I saw things every single day that I wish I never had to see. Twitch of pedophiles run free every day. I signed NDA. I wouldn't get in trouble. Why did Twitch ban them 3 years after it happened? Probably because they didn't know about it until then. Like, Twitch isn't reading every single DM as it's being written. So I think what's more logical is that either the person who he was DMing reported him ahead of time, or there was a Twitch employee.
We'll say that is a lie. I will say that to be a lie. Twitch is definitely reading every single DM. These people are like machines. The machines are going to do exactly what they are programmed to do. And it seemed in this instance, they're programmed to only specifically go after a certain group and demographic of people. Doc being a part of that demographic. But let's proceed to listen.
That look through his DMs. At this point, he's got nothing to lose and should probably just release the whispers. And this is all like super speculation and everything. You would logically assume that Dr. Disrespect would tell a story that paints him in the best light. So that means that if something was true and it would make him look better, it probably would have been included. And if something wasn't true and it would have made him look worse, it probably would be downplayed or not included. Based off of that logic, it is quite possible that Doc did know the age of the person because he did not state it. And it's also an assumption that the person was 17 because logically, right, 17 is the closest thing to 18. So if you could see 17, you would probably say that because that's the least worst thing. Doc admitted it. He didn't say, nobody said the age. Nobody said the age. Let's take a step back. Let's say she was 19. Is it weird for a 35-year-old man to be messaging a 19-year-old girl whenever he's married and has a child? I think that's bad. Now, obviously it's not illegal, but let's be honest.
No, it's not illegal, but you want to know what's also not illegal? The age of 17 being the age of consent in certain states. That's not illegal. However, this to be happening in California where Doc currently lives, please understand, if there was anything criminal, he would be arrested. But that ain't what happened now, is it? No. That's not what happened. So what happened is that a civil case was discussed in a different matter. And an NDA between Doc and the company of Twitch, Amazon Inc., was discussed. They're still paying this man to this day. Yeah, they're still paying the nigga. All of you guys having these petty arguments about the Doc, you can have as long as your face can turn blue. The fact is, he's still getting paid. Oops.
Honest. Even if she was above the age, it's still crazy that you're doing this, right? All I'm saying is that Doc has made a habitual... Doc is not a good decision maker. Number one, messaging teen girls on your main account when you're 35 years old with a wife and child. Number two, going live and talking about it in front of everybody. Number three, thinking that you have shungite pyramids around your house that's going to lower the amount of Wi-Fi vibrations. This is not a person who's good at making decisions. So if you have a tree and the tree's dropping apples, never trust a cheater. And that's another factor too, right? I mean, it's a lot of stupid fucking mistakes, man. Because whenever he said that stupid fucking mistakes, you go back, you watch that again, and he's saying it as if this isn't the first time he's said this to himself. So we only know about these. Editing the Twitter post. This guy is not good at making decisions, bro. Like, that's a lot of apples coming off of the apple tree.
If talking to minors is enough to be called a pedo, every female streamer on Twitch should be in a panic right now because that is their core audience. Woo! 5.7K likes. And I'm surprised he didn't pin this comment. What happened, bruh? Big homie Osmond Gold. It's a pinnable comment right there. You should have pinned that. To be honest, this is 100% inappropriate talking to minors. Depending on the definition of inappropriate in this instance, is very different. Talking versus showing them sexual imagery. The same thing that these bitches are doing, but they're doing much worse. Because they're actually showing sexual imagery of themselves live, completely naked. Mind you, they're OnlyFans whores. They're also Patreon whores. Also, having an account on X videos, whores. They're also RedTube whores. Also Pornhub whores. Need I go on or do I need to keep cooking? Twitch has actual whores working for them too. Pokimane one of them. Pokimane's a well-known whore. Everyone knows this whore to be a whore because the whore admitted to being a whore and shows her whoredom on a daily basis. I told no lies. I told no lies. But do you want to know something? Still to this very moment, despite the posts that I make. Nobody's joining the Twitter space. No one's joining the Twitter space. Let me go ahead and copy the link. I'm gonna retweet it yet again to let people know I'm live right now, and Dr. Disrespect is the topic. The 70 views, but despite all the views of people looking at the live space, they're not showing up. Look at how much bots that's on this platform. Twitter is ridden full of bots. It still amazes me that people are trying to get themselves well known and famous and well heard here. Heard by who? These people, the majority of them ain't real. Now you just look delusional. Niggas are not real. Anyway, so let me go ahead and paste that. Said join bitch niggas. Now you know they ain't gonna show up. They are not gonna show up. But it's worth a try. Sometimes you gotta kind of verbally abuse people to get them to show up. They ain't gonna show up though. It's a crying shame I have to beg people to show up to a debate. And then when they do show up, you get these people, they just sit there.
Just making this video due to the fact that a lot of people are obviously wondering what my thoughts are on the doc situation. People speculating what my silence over the last few days means. I want to start by saying the silence has been nothing more than probably what it's been for a lot of people over the last few days. It's been pretty devastating, devastating news. Just hard to come to grips with. For Doc, I hope this is a dark part of his past. I hope he learns from the situation and it never happens again. A full-grown man messaging a minor is unacceptable, and I can't stand by that.
Isn't this the same shit that Nick Merck said? And also Tim the Tap Man, I almost forgot the nigga name. They both said the same shit. It's like they have like a script or something. Weird. Z probably didn't even text Doc. Shit. You don't go and take your relationship to the internet. I do know that for a fact. Because I do know Z has Doc's number. They contact each other on a daily basis. Normally. That's the crazy part. You don't take this shit to the internet, dude. You go immediately to that nigga. What are you doing going online and fake crying for, bro? First of all, you men are fucking up for going online and crying in the first place. Nobody cares about your tears, dude. Harden up. That's what you need to do. Stop that bullshit. Stop it. Get some help. Don't do it again. Hopefully you stumble across my video, across my stream on YouTube, and maybe you'll understand by this point in the video that I'm trying to tell you, stop that bullshit. Nobody gives a shit. Now, go and call that man and you'll get all the information that you had read from the post. Talk to you. Because I read that post immediately. Whenever he posted that, got to the part, as I read the part, I'm like, okay, I still side with you. Still side with you. Now that that's out the way, somebody named Jay showed up into the chat, but he did not request to speak because, again, these people show time and time again that they are not about that life, bro. They're not about that life. I give them an opportunity to get the floor. I'm like, hey, anytime you want to speak up here, I'm all good with that, bro. People won't do it. John Linneman, Blue Sky Social. Oh no, anytime you represent Blue Sky, take your pedophile ass on, my nigga. Oh no, you get blocked because Blue Sky is full of pedos. The name, it's in the name, Blue Sky. It's a congregation of Democrats. And every single one of them that go to that platform, there used to be a dude who was responsible for the reason why my account was hacked into. He had Blue Sky in the name too. Then I looked at his previous posts on his account, and his name was Cotton or something. I don't know. He used a corn symbolism. I don't know why they used the corn symbolism, but I didn't care to ask either because this nigga stole my account. Then whenever I reported him, his account was immediately taken down. The only one thing I'm thankful for Elon Musk for, because, yeah, you don't hack into my shit and think I'm not going to get my get back, my nigga. I'm going to make sure to get your account knocked off the fucking internet. Don't care if you got canceled in that moment. No, you deserve that at that point. You stole my shit. You steal my shit, I'm going to go and run you your pockets. So, glad they censored that part, but apparently, I don't know. Was this even worth the censor? It doesn't look like it's showing anything, unless it's the top of her areolas. No, black women are sloppy bitches anyway, so it's not surprising. Really doesn't surprise me at all. 2 dead in Chick-fil-A shooting, manhunting away. I've already read something like that. That was given in the past. In any case, they're all saying the same exact thing in slightly different words. They want to say what they're really feeling, but they know they have sponsors to make happy. Yo, I swear to God, it's like they have a script. Save your reputation, says Christy. Nah, you don't turn your back on friends. Of course, what Doc did was wrong, but that was 7 years ago. Thank you. It's done and settled over with. Doc's a different man. Everyone acted like it happened yesterday. God forgives. So should his friends. That's true. She ain't lying. She ain't lying. Hey, yo, nobody can say she said any lies in that statement. Because that's exactly what the Bible preaches. You're a real one? Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, quiet as it kept, and I like how people are, they're skimming over this part of his post. Doc never met this individual. He doesn't know what they are, what they look like, their actual age, and even if they're 17. Do you guys not understand this is still hearsay? It's still hearsay. We're just hearing exchanges of words, but no IDs to match. We don't know what this individual looked like. They have no face, no identity, no nothing. They don't even have an address. Nigga. They have none of this shit. How is this even an issue that niggas are getting online crying about, talking about, Doc, I'm disappointed in you, a grown-ass married man. Ah! Nigga, first of all, stop meat watching. That's number one. Number two, if it ever have went to a point where it was inappropriate conversation, understand this. Person messaged Doc first. Doc doesn't know the nigga slash bitch that messaged him. They immediately sought out Doc to message Doc. And the rest of you guys are getting online slandering this man's name. This isn't a criminal matter, it's a civil case that he has with Twitch. But you guys still are hell-bent on trying to play like you are part of the law system. Y'all niggas are not friends as much as y'all put on, bro. You're not. It's like you guys always had this inner hatred to where you just could not wait to turn your back on Doc. See, now what's about to happen is not only he's going to be red pill, but he's going to be super red pill when he comes back. I'm trying to tell you. Doc is about to rise like a phoenix, but aside from that, them lawsuits going to be coming in. It's going to be ugly for you. And you best well hope that y'all got the money to pay them lawsuits coming in. It's going to get ugly. Dude is hurt from hearing about his friend. Templar, I've seen posts that you made, little nigga. Don't know who this Templar TV is, but the nigga's a grifter. It looks like these niggas are auditioning for a movie or something. That's what it looks like to me. Getting online crying about anything as a man is strictly forbidden. That's the number one thing that will be addressed. Wait a minute, what? The fuck is that? Where'd that come from? Did I have this already copied and pasted? Copy link. I'm glad you settled down from the other guy. Need shot. I don't want to get on him here. He was a no answer, no substance. Still want to have cover for Doc. This is different and deserves respect. All truth seeker, big accounts love me. Government, tech, conspiracy fact. This is a nigga seeking likes and follows. Why did I send this nigga this link? should just let your ass be desperate for follows and likes under people's posts. Oh, you gonna come here and start grifting again. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. After that one post that chick said, I had to retweet that shit, and I had to say, where was the lie? She told none in this post. But more so, Doc never met the individual and doesn't know who or what they are. Why is that not being discussed? This individual doesn't even have a face. Y'all never even talked about this. Y'all just look right over that. Somehow just went right over your head. This individual doesn't have a face, a location, nothing. Crazy shit. But people are getting online crying about it, huh? I'm trying to tell you, not everybody needs the internet. Y'all need to be y'all need to be banned. You really do. You need to be banned. A lot of the American public are too stupid to be online. I don't know how y'all got access to so many computers, but these computer shops selling, y'all need to stop selling so much. The American public are fucking retarded. I'm not going to be up here beating around the bush. These niggas are slow. There's too many of you retards up here. Y'all got open access to the internet where you could just say any old thing. You don't care what you're saying might destroy somebody's life. No, all you just want is a like and a follow. You don't care. You don't care for justice or truth or none of that shit. Nah, that's not your concern. It's how many people can come to my account and give me a good old follow. The cocksuckers that try to remove Trump from the ballot are calling him a fascist. Hey, yo. Oh, that reminds me of, there was one time before where I ended up getting flagged off of TikTok. And the people that didn't like the things that I was saying was calling me a fascist. How am I a fascist whenever I'm not the one flag posting people and getting them removed off of social media? I'm a fascist, huh? I have no power to stop you from speaking. You do, though. You got all this power to flag anybody down when you want to. I don't. Thank you for visiting, Adonis. Sean Strickland and his brother got into a heated argument with 2 rock climbing supervisors. These rock climbers almost found out. It's a 2-minute thing. I don't think I want to watch all that shit. No, it has nothing to do with the topic either. I'm good. I was just kind of curious. I wanted to know what the hell was happening, so I was looking. Anyway, but yeah. Oh, speaking of fascism, let me go ahead and say this part. Y'all don't find it weird that the LGBTQIA, whatever the fuck these niggas call themselves, y'all don't find it's weird that this is the same group unilaterally joining together, holding hands to go and cancel an individual who they might suspect of pedophilia, but these are actual pedophiles. Every single one of these LGBTQ folks are pedos. That much we do know. We see it. And they're all over Twitch. All you need to do is just make a new tab. www.twitch.tv or whatever. Main page, Twitch. Don't go anywhere else, just main page. Scroll down. You're welcome. All you gotta do, all you see is booby streamers, hot tub streamers. You even got gambling Greed and gluttony. Brother. Where's the cancel culture for these Twitch thoughts? Thank you. Cancel culture ain't nowhere around to stop the Twitch thoughts from thoughting. Twitch thoughts can thought as long as they can thought. But nobody's around to cancel them. They can stay up and they can get up here and be in kids' DMs. And I don't know how a kid even have access, open access to the internet anyway. There should be no real reason for any child to have an access to any form of internet. Anytime you guys meet a child online, you want to know what you should do? Call CSB. That child is now a foster child. Sucks to hear, but that's what needs to happen. They're so concerned about children being talked to. Why are the people letting these children be online anyway? Parents. Parents' lack of parenting and the lack of accountability. But Adonis, let me address this because I said this probably before you came in. Nobody knows the identity of this individual that Doc talked to 7 years ago. This is for the rest of you too to hear. Y'all don't find that strange? There's no address. There's no age. Legitimately, there's no age. Swear to God. You can't even confirm the age, especially if you can't confirm the identity of the individual he talked to. Assuming if this individual exists. You look at all these AI accounts and bots, can you actually guaranteed that you're speaking to a human anymore? Do you know how many AI bot accounts follow me on Twitch and Twitter on a daily basis? I'm like, thank you for the follow. The motherfucker never is there to say anything now, are they? They don't say anything, but I get a follow from them. I'll check my my chat sometimes. The participants. There's the pop out chat and there's the participants. And I'll look at the participants. And I usually look at the participants. And it's so many bots, bro. You would think I'm in a movie of iRobot. There's so many bots, you think I'm in a movie of the Transformers. You think it would be the rise of the Autobots. Yeah, this makes no sense. The uproar has no standing. It's all for clicks and follows, not for what's right. Thank you. I've been saying that shit from the beginning. And again, I looked at Z's response to Doc. And boy, let me tell you, I don't really expect much from Z because he is in Canada, and Canada is specifically Democrat, far left liberal. He did poke fun of a collage of pictures of Trump supporters before. And yeah, that already let me know where his mindset was. So Z's a liberal. Z's a liberal. This is just what happens when you get close to a liberal, though. You're not supposed to. The Bible told you you need to be found with your own people, not anybody else. Dr. Disrespect is just another number. Who's next? Thank you. Because I said this, the moment they get online, start crying about how hurt they are, mind you, they're only doing this because they got sponsors. They're trying to please their sponsorship. That's all this is. They went after Doc. Nick is next. And then who's going to come after Nick? Or rather, who's going to come to the defense of Nick after he turned his back on his friend? Nobody. And then they're going to go after Tim. Guess who's going to come and defend Tim after they came for Doc and Nick? Nobody. You want to know what happens to a mafia member that turns his back on the mafia he was serving? They will neither one of them trust him. Oops. So them making videos of themselves, making these video apologies and crying and talking about how taken aback they are. Well, you're about to be really taken aback after what's about to happen. After you just got done showing a video of how vulnerable you are. Don't forget, Mr. Nick Merckx. You're still the individual that said, leave children alone, Nick Merckx. You're still that guy that said this, Nick Merckx. And they remember when you said that. They called you a transphobe, a homophobe. And I find it weird that that group in particular call you gay, or a suspected closet gay, or that you're a fag or something. This group is calling you this, but they're that. I don't know if you're siding with that group or not. Not sure. I just want you to understand though. Even if you're not, and you being apologetic to your friendship with the doc online, they know exactly how to hit you now. You showed your weakness to the enemy. You're welcome, nigga. You were supposed to never cave. If that was your boy, run by your boy. That's your boy. And there was nothing confusing about what he said in his message. I've read it. He doesn't know who the fuck this individual is. He's never seen them, never met them. Sheesh. But then I learned a little something after reading some certain posts made by Nick Merckx and some of his following. Nick doesn't know how to read. He's actually retarded. This next AI upgrade after the election is about to pop things off. Yeah. I swear to God, when I said at the beginning of the year, I said this in I think January. Just wait for until the end of the year. AI is about to be insane. AI is looking really, really different. How different? Strikingly similar to how things actually look. There's an AI art software that I began to start using. Well, I don't use it like that, especially because, well, I don't like AI art. It's lazy as shit. I like to just sketch art. Old fashioned. Pen or pencil, and a notebook or whatever the hell. Sometimes AI art look good, but then you have to think about it. It just takes too much away from muscle work. So I don't like things to be done for me. I would rather do it my damn self because I know what exactly it is that I'm putting on paper. But yeah, AI is about to pop off. It sure as hell is. It's popping off right now. And even as I speak, I decided to go on the main page of Twitch. Scroll down. What I see? A chick in her underwear, doing her hair, cleavage showing. Oh my God. They're all over the place too.
Oh, this isn't even new. It's the closest dwarf planet to Earth.
I hate that they have that autoplay feature for certain accounts whenever I look at these things. That was Moist Critical. I don't want to look at your shit, my boy. I just came here to just show certain things that's being put on display. Recommended just chatting channels. Yeah, let's look at just chatting. I might have to just find a way to mute this dude. There we go, that works. And all the recommended just chatting channels are a bunch of Twitch thoughts. It's some random fat, morbidly obese white guy. Look at this dance party. They're all dressed alike. Unless this is like, no. That's like a image split. But yeah, she's currently on camera dancing sexually seductively for kids. Look at this. Succuthon Knight, a succubus dressed up like some. Look at this. May contain sexual themes from an account named Victoria. Look at the lolicons up here. Mit Castella. May contain sexual themes. K thinks I. Bel Naya. Little Asian chat. When I seen her, she was in a bikini and she was on the, she wasn't in just chatting. She was also in like hot tubs and whatever the fuck that description was. I don't know what's happening here, but I do not want to click that shit. I don't want to click any of this because what it's going to do is recommend me to look at all these thoughts. All over the place. Daquan Whitshire. I think I've seen your post about the doc. This is a dude who is failed talent, I should say. He's looking for follows and views on his account as well. This Daquan dude. And the majority of these black content creators like Daquan always get on here and are incredibly woke. Either incredibly woke or grifting just so they can no longer be a part of the red pill crowd. He was on the Fresh and Fit show before. And then as soon as he got out, he turned into a fucking beta male, almost as if he always was. Find it interesting. So, that's just chatting about talk shows and podcasts. Twitch could easily make the age verification more legit. They could, but they don't want to. They seriously do not want to, and they won't. Wanna know why they won't? Because they're still up here representing LGBTQ. And LGBTQ has it specifically in their group representation that they are here specifically to go after your children. That's in their mission statement. We're here, we're queer, we're coming after your children. I'm sure you heard that video before where they were singing this as a song or in a chorus. It was a well-known TikTok vid. We're here, we're queer, and we're going after your children. That's them. Yep. That's them. Oh, there's another booby streamer. I didn't expect to find that in the talk shows and podcast section. Interesting. Then I could go to another representation. Speaking of Pride, they do have Pride streams up here. Oh, they're probably. Oh, I thought they were dead. I thought there wasn't really much that's posted up here. I'm not sure why there needs to be a representation of your sexuality to be addressed in front of kids, but these people, they want to be represented in a sense to where they want to tell you, I identify as such and such. My sexuality is also that. No need to say this in front of kids, but they seem to be hell-bent on wanting to discuss this. Let me get up out of there because I don't want to look too long due to the algorithm, and it does mess up everything that you're looking up. I'm just down with the doc. Yeah, me too. I have not turned my back on the doc since day one and still proceeding not to do so. I am not going to do that. And then they're complaining about this shit like it happened yesterday. This was 7 years ago. And then, and within the 7 years of when that did happen, nobody still can confirm what the hell it was he was talking to. I even, to this very moment, have bots messaging me on my Discord, pretending to be people that are here to sell their art. I'm like, first of all, how the fuck did you find me? I had some shit similar happen to me back in high school. False allegations don't matter if you clear your name. They, Inky, remember the allegation? Yeah, they love remembering the allegation. They will tell you, oh, don't you have like an allegation where you were a suspected pedophile or a suspected rapist or some shit? Like, it's the stupidest shit I've heard on at all. It's the stupidest shit. The people giving these allegations, you just come to find out they're the ones that actually have a history with it. Speaking of, while you made a mention of that, whenever in my old days of TikTok, before I was censored off, somebody tried to hit me with, oh, you were caught messaging this little girl. The little girl wasn't even a little girl. It was one of these people playing a prank on an account where they made it look like that this was an actual little girl. There was no little girl there. First of all, the account had an account where it had no face. They tried that with me and realized that didn't work because I stood too high on principle. Plus, I was somebody that was open for discussion and debate. I kept challenging them. They didn't want that challenge. They ran from all those challenges. I see a certain motive made by Democrats, liberals. They get online, they pretend to be a minor using a burner account. And then the moment you say something about minor using burner account, or burner account minor, so to speak, they will then pin some blame saying, oh, you can't try to contact this minor. Sir, that's your account. The IP goes back to you, sir. You're not slick. Why do you guys have minors as a part of your representation too? I'm a little questioned about that. What that's about? You do understand I can read your IP, right? You're not slick. Crazy shit to me. Then the funnier part is whenever I just sat there and let it ride. All the people that were following me, all they did was go immediately to the person making the accusation and roasted them off the internet. That account disappeared overnight. Lord have mercy. Sad though, everyone helped get popular. Everyone Doc helped get popular dumped him. Yeah. They were all grifting, using the Doc's name. If you noticed, soon as Doc came back, people could not wait to go and find themselves making content with Doc. I found it weird because I never heard of these people. And then they never talked that much about Doc. They didn't. They just, when Doc disappeared, they're like, they just stopped making content about him or even talking about him. They didn't care. They only cared when he came back just so they can get an excuse to contact him. They can game with him and get a follow, get some of his followers to come follow them. That's what it is. They're leeching followers, likes, comments. I'll even say this. Here's what's not being talked about. And this just hit me right now. What if one of the people that Doc was gaming with back then, back in his years of being on Twitch, what if one of these people set him up to get him banned, pretending that this account was a minor? What if they got close to him, said certain things, remember, you have to get knowledge about an individual before you can go and try to convince this person to talk to you. You don't just talk to this man any old way, and you don't know him. It takes somebody that already knew him to know how to get this man to crack enough to where he can talk to you. Because Doc is a pretty big name. It doesn't take any old body to just show up in this man's whispers on Twitch. Then what gets me is this. These people act as if there's another way for you to have a conversation with anybody. The part that killed me is this D-Day Cobra nigga, bro. He said, and I quote, "Doc, you needed to be banned just for using the Twitch whispers option in general." So you mean to tell me, D-Day Cobra, you haven't contacted anybody in your inbox? Have you contacted anyone in your whispers or in your DMs on Twitter? Since you set the precedent, since you're using DMs, it's the precedent to describe why an individual who is a big name like Doc using them, you think that that individual needs to be banned. Why are you using them? I've been watching D-Day Cobra's content too. And I think I have the hip knowledge of knowing where he's coming across. D-Day Cobra is only a name. This dude is grifting off of Trump. Trump has a name for himself because he's Donald J. Trump. D-Day Cobra doesn't even have a name for himself. The main reason why he is seen right now is because of his support for Trump. Then when he didn't get enough support from the mentions of Trump, he then jumped on the Let's Hate Doc bandwagon for follows and views and likes. Then I saw Steven Crowder talking shit about the Doc. Steven Crowder, you're an accused wife beater. So we gonna forget about that? Mighty Keith is a DEI hired FBI agent, Democrat National Committee, black YouTuber. He makes content where he discusses how racist white men are in America while he's living off of the white man's dollar and the white man's internet, living in a white-made home, wearing white-made clothing. Some of which probably made in China, but still makes my point. This situation is so weird though because the mob is picking out words and ignoring others from his tweet. Yes. That's why I said I read the entire tweet. And I didn't pick out anything. I've taken the entire message in. And then I said, I still side with Doc. This made me side with Doc even more. You want to know who else decided to side with Doc? Sneeko. Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, all of these men who have been falsely accused, they've already been through it. The Doc is going through it now. It wouldn't surprise me if Doc came back and started doing red pill based ish content, somewhat in a podcast format, maybe a talk show. Doing his same Doc gigs and whatnot, it wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me at all. And these people also are trying to ruin his marriage because they don't have a marriage going on. If you notice, it's a bunch of people that's unmarried talking shit about a married man. You don't see this? So I do. None of them are married. Would it be if all? I wouldn't be if this is all a precursor to the common man who refuses to be a coward being canceled. Yeah, but yeah, I know where Doc is coming across because I was the same individual who was being canceled as well. I wasn't allowed to have a voice on on YouTube for quite some time. And I used to have 3.1 million followers on TikTok at a certain point in time. TikTok canceled the shit out of me. And back before Elon Musk purchased Twitter, Twitter canceled me too. The people who gravitated from TikTok to Twitter 1.0, how long were you banned? I was banned, or which one? Because I was banned from TikTok and Twitter. Yeah, I was banned from Twitter too. I'm still going through a shadow ban, like a soft ban, like a ghost ban. If you understand, like certain posts that I make, or pretty much like the majority of my posts, they don't get seen like that. So it's a ghost ban that I'm undergoing right now. Yeah. And on YouTube, I had 2 strikes on my previous account, which is why I had to make another one, which is this one, which has no strikes. So I decided, nah, I'm not going to go ahead and keep using that account. I'll just go ahead and make another one. And the people, the cancel mob that came to flag that account, made it so that that account has 2 strikes. But yeah, my post cannot ever be seen on that account. That account is shadow banned to oblivion. It would surprise me if anyone even sees that a video would be posted or made or anything of that on that account. Especially on Twitch. I have a Twitch account. Well, obviously, because you see it. But Twitch shadow banned the fuck out of me. I am a Twitch affiliate too on my other account. Because the one I'm using right now is SabieYama. The other one is Sabie, just straight up Sabie. They shadow ban the Tates so much I'm surprised I can still find their videos. Yeah. You'll still see some Andrew Tate fan channels on TikTok even right now if you have one. But yeah, you'll still see them up there. You'll see some Sneeko fans as well. You'll see Tim Pool fans. But TikTok is the most pro-censorship platform possible. All they could do is just get rid of their report function and they won't be censorship based anymore. Their report function is what's killing them. Get rid of it. Rumble doesn't have a report function and it's getting along fine. All TikTok has to do is just follow suit. It's real easy. Then Rumble was discussing whether or not they could buy TikTok. They probably should, but then they would have to get rid of a lot of people. That's a lot of people to fire. And or possibly you could buy these people. It depends. I don't know what's going to happen there. I do know, though, they need to sell themselves by the end of the year. Apparently by January. Forgot the day of January, but they need to sell themselves by January. January 2025. If they don't, they're fucked. I don't know too much about Rumble owning them because of how woke and how of a FBI backdoor TikTok is. And what it would do is tarnish the reputation of Rumble. So they have a lot of things they need to approve with the program. But again, TikTok, in order for them to be anything worth the damn, get rid of their report function. That's all I ask. Everyone's asking this. Get rid of that. I made a direct mention to Elon Musk whenever I was on X earlier. I was like, Elon, if you truly are for free speech, get rid of all the word filters. Make it so that this is a free-for-all. Anybody can get away with anything. that would be a true free speech town square, because there would be no such thing as censored speech at all. When he does that, that's whenever you got absolute freedom. And also make sure to get rid of ghost banning and shadow banning on that app. If algorithm is what messes up the programming there on Twitter X, get rid of it. It's real simple. So many people could run these things better than these folks. I don't know. I don't know. You think Elon wants to say free speech or just own it? Personally, I think he just wants to own free speech. I think he wants to own it. Because Elon, before purchasing the program, he was being hit kind of, sort of, in the algorithm himself. Then it got to a point to where he decided, no, instead of buying shares, why not just own the whole program or own the whole platform? He had no power. And now, all of a sudden, when he finally has power, he turns into a tyrant. Just saying. It wouldn't surprise me that, because again, I will tell you, the conservative-minded speakers on there, they're getting their posts thwarted. Well, I would say thwarted, throttled. I said the wrong word. They're getting their posts throttled. People can never see their posts. And if you're a common sense speaking black man, oh, more than likely you will be throttled. 100%. You got to be one of those woke speaking black dudes. The ones that get up there and they have like Black Lives Matter or vote for Biden. They got the little blue wave shit right there. Yeah. Yeah. They always get views. But the moment you come up there and you speak common sense, you'll probably only get like what? 8 views. That's it. I like the Haas twins, but they are throttled. Yeah. They are. Who else got throttled there? The homie Tommy Sotomayor up here. He's also throttled. Post that he makes. They don't want this man to be seen at all, man. There was a point in time where he even had Beyonce watching and listening in to his Twitter space. Both Beyonce and Jay-Z. I remember those days. I was up there in his Twitter spaces too. I wasn't speaking. I was always listening. I wasn't speaking though. Because some people, they say some pretty stupid ass shit. And so whenever that happened at a certain time and it started happening too much, I couldn't hold my mule now. It's like now you've gotten too infuriating. I had to get up there and talk now. I started debating people, telling them things of what's actually right. Majority of the time I talk about the Bible, but I use this Bible in a sense of edification because people turned away from scripture. And that's what you're looking at right now. Ever since people turned away from God, you got a bunch of folks who want to pin the blame on each other and or usurp authority over another man, like what's happening with Doc. You got people that got close to Doc to where they want to usurp his fame. You don't see that? Let's be friends with Doc and then turn my back on him whenever an accusation arises. It's as if this is premeditated, right? It's almost like this is premeditated. Like Z Laner, he came up here and he made like a crying video of him tearing up about the Doc. And he spoke the exact same way as Tim the Tatman and Nick Merckx did in their video. In their little crying apologetic video. And these people have no idea, or maybe they do, that they're getting set up. So while they're So while they're being apologetic to the woke mob, what's about to happen is the woke mob is going to have them next on the platter. Cody Connor, the dude who said that he was going to expose information about Doc. Let me see if I still have Z Laner followed. I still have him followed.
Hey everyone, just making this video due to the fact that more than probably what it's been for a lot of people over the last few days, it's been pretty devastating, devastating news. Just hard to come to grips with. For Doc, I hope this is a dark part of his past. I hope he learns from the situation, and it never happens again.
They have no idea that they're next on the list. The crime by association is you're going to be shut down due to a people who ran a tumult to go up against you. But Cody Connor said in that message, he said, fuck you and he said, fuck him and his boys. So it's not just Doc they're going after. They're going after Z. They're going after Nick Merckx. They're going after Tim the Tatman. They're going after Ninja. Ninja's next too. Ninja thinks he's off that list. No, Ninja, you're next, my nigga. Ninja, it's over with. Because you're apologetic, you're next. And they're not going to stop until they get you. This is for you, Ninja. In case you might need to hear this message in the future, if you stumble across this and I advise somebody to share this video to you, let you know you're next on that list where you think you're safe and you're not. You're not. I will tell you again, I'm a victim of things like this. I know exactly where Doc is coming across. I know what a setup looks like because it happened with me. Because you all caved in and started believing the blame Doc route, getting on that bandwagon. This is your chance to prove if you're a real one. Your final chance on top of that. You either reread his post and examine all the detail that's in the post. Because understand, Nobody knows who the individual is. The individual does not even have a face or an address. None of these things are listed. None of it. But people are blindly believing this shit. That's another precedent that these people have set. They set that precedent, how to best describe this? If talking to a minor is weird, if talking to a minor in an inappropriate way is weird, what do you have to say about people talking to minors at all? Because again, these minors are not their kids. And the folks that let these minors get access to the internet know that they're talking to a bunch of people who are adults. I'm more concerned about the parents that let the minors get access to the web, because I'd get them arrested. Even if I have to do it myself, I'd commit a citizen's arrest. Yes, sir. What was that? You let your kid get online for what? Being a part of the Black community, I will be the first to tell you. Through my experiences, a lot of the cases, I definitely analyzed it and I agree with you. The disconnect is wild. The adults just don't care to use their kids as pawns and not as individuals. Thank you. I'll be the first one to tell you though, being a part of the Black community, these kids are being used as reason to prostitute these children. Child prostitution is a thing. Well known. Another form of child prostitution is sending them to public schools. Nobody knows what happened to these children. Nobody knows the teachers that even are responsible for what their children learn. They don't know what these children are learning whenever they go to these schools. Then you go to TikTok and you find out that these teachers are on there teaching these kids about Black Lives Matter, homosexuality, transgenderism, multiple sex position. They actually videotape themselves doing this. There's no outrage when it happens. Just Doc exchanging words with an unknown individual using an account claiming to be a minor is kind of nuts. Versus the opposition, that's kind of nuts. It lets you know that this is just selected outrage. But despite all this, yeah, Doc is still going to get my support. I don't care how many people go against me, but he's still going to get my support. I don't know if I said this to you, but I'm gonna say it anyway. After reading the post that Doc made, that made me support him even more. I didn't stop. That just bolstered my support for him. I thought society would get burnt out from all the stuff, but it's intensifying. If everyone's a victim, how will anyone grow out of this mentality? The Bible does say that this will be a time unlike any we've ever seen before. It does say that. But it also warns us that there are people that will pretend to be close to you, and they're not. So if anything, your trust must be in the one individual that you know, and that's Jesus. And Jesus is only going to point you to the Father. What did Jesus say? Why callest me good? There's none good but one, and that is the Father. You follow Jesus, and then you'll follow God afterward. This was good. I am going to continue making this content, and yeah, still siding with Doc. It's not going to stop. Bars, I'm not a rapper, but I'm going to have to end this for now because earlier I was supposed to have went to sleep due to a fact that I was live earlier and I was playing some games and I was kind of getting sleepy on the stream. I still haven't slept yet. So you're dealing with somewhat zombie version of me. God bless, brother. Happy to see another man size with Doc. Yes, definitely. All hope isn't lost. Good night. Thank you. Thank you. Good night. And the rest of you, good night.